Measurements, measurements, measurements. Why do we need to measure? Ask the students in elementary school. As adults, we utilize this mathematical activity daily. Nonetheless, for children to grasp the concept of fractions is the task extraordinaire. However, Skills USA students and staff at Bethlehem Area Vocational Technical School have developed an interactive lesson built from wood products to simplify understanding the fractions of an inch. The Big Inch project was developed as a community service project to assist both younger and older students in measurement, fractions, and reducing fractions to the lowest common denominator. This is an imperative life skill. Imagine what could go wrong with improper measuring. A surgeon making an inappropriate marking for an incision, a carpenter with an unstable house, or a shipbuilder with two sides of a ship that do not match. The Big Inch project is a lesson on how to read a ruler. Many of our classmates have forgotten this valuable math skill and make mistakes when measuring, which in industry is not cost-effective. This lesson was developed in an effort to demonstrate to elementary students the importance of math used in career and technical schools, the value of measuring in business and industry, as well as everyday life. Upon completion of the lesson, students will be able to pay it forward by teaching the learned skills to peers, family, and friends, ultimately improving student achievement and the workforce. The lesson began with a survey to assess students' prior knowledge of reading a ruler, as well as to identify the need to review, enhance, and reteach this valued math lesson. In addition, groups of students were given 2 minutes to complete an interactive puzzle, placing each fraction of an inch in the correct order. Each group was given a pass or fail on the data collection sheet, which will be used to evaluate learning after a post-survey. The knowledge of the lesson began with understanding of basic vocabulary terms, such as math, measurement, inch, fraction, numerator, denominator, and reduce. The students were then engaged in a brief discussion on whole numbers and fractions that are part of the inch. Students were then given practice using the Big Inch puzzles with guidance from our Skills USA students. Each student within the group was then partnered with a peer to race against the clock and the other classmates for independent practice. Excitement mounted as completion times fell below 1 minute. The recap of the lesson began with students placing fractions in the correct order on our interactive inch board. Corrections were made by other classmates as needed based on placement. A post survey was then given to students to identify the amount of learning that took place in the lesson. Upon completion, students were given a certificate acknowledging their ability to read a ruler. The web design class will post the video on the Big Inch blog that can be located at www.thinkrightshare.org. A special donation from Pay It Forward Foundation was given to remind the young students to share their newfound knowledge and pass it on to others. The Big Inch puzzles were gifts to these elementary classes for additional practice and enhancement of learning. This experience and Skills USA is helping us to become better students, mentors, as well as leaders. We want to thank everyone involved as we continue to foster success through the Big Inch project. If anyone is interested in this presentation, please contact BAVTS by emailing to griml@bavts.org for availability. Thank you.